Damn. Good evening. Thank you so very much for giving me this opportunity to present here at 100 State. It's been a wonderful 15 months in my experience in working with all the folks, and I've met many, many folks here at 100 State who have done so much for the work that I do at Dane County. My name is Mark Fraire. I'm the director of Dane County Cultural Affairs, Dane Arts, which rests in the heart of county government. I have the pleasure of serving within the executive office, and I report directly to Joe Parisi, and he knows all about 100 State. He'll be going there next week, I believe, that I sent you an email about he would like to see more about 100 State and what's happening there. I've had a wonderful opportunity these past 15 months to meet so many wonderful folks at 100 State. Dane County Cultural Affairs sits in the heart of county government, and our mission is to support the arts, history, and culture of Dane County. And it's been really incredible to do this kind of work over the past 15 months that I've taken this position, because I've gotten to meet people at 100 State who have helped me do a number of initiatives through this new county job that I have. And the one initiative that I experienced is when I called Michael Fentrell about 15 months ago and said I have an idea for this new position I'm in. I'd like to help more individual artists gain greater opportunities to sell their work directly to businesses. I want the businesses to come to this event and create some kind of relationship. Is that possible for 100 State and all you young bloods to have any kind of participation in? He said, yes, absolutely. He immediately turned me on to a couple other folks at 100 State, one of whom was Brent Gerlach, who immediately got together with me, and we started planning out this idea of what is called Dane Arts Buy Local Night Market. We have a tremendous ability here in this community to really think locally. We buy local food, local products, farming and all that, but we weren't really thinking so much about individual artists. This town is filled with a number of individual artists who are highly creative, innovative in the work that they do. And I was thinking with Brent that maybe we should do this event, a Dane Arts Buy Local Night Market, which we did in October of this past year at the U.S. Bank building, the glass bank building across from the Capitol. I enlisted the support of Megan Blake-Hurst from Mad City Bazaar. Brent Gerlach and I started meeting with Megan probably twice a month since the beginning of August up until we did the event. We had 28 artists that we juried in from Dane County, high-level artists, set up their work at the U.S. Bank building. We invited over 200 businesses to attend, Epic, Zendex, Promega, all the animals in town that we thought would really have an interest in purchasing art directly from individual artists. Brent and Megan and I got together enough that we created this event that really had over 225 people attend. On the day of, we sold $7,700 worth of artwork. The most recent accomplishment of this work was that last week, one of the artists that was part of Dane Arts Buy Local Night Market got a $10,000 commission to create art at one of the local companies. So we know the work that individual artists is highly impactful around the community in which we live and serve. And the idea of community building is so essential to the work that we do as individuals. I always say, you hire an individual artist and you're hiring someone who's an expert in another arena, because we can barely make a full-time living as individual artists. So we're experts in construction and technology and manufacturing and wellness and all other kinds of arenas in which we live and work, because we are artists. And that's the beauty of working with individual artists. And that was one of the beauties of working with 100 State. I would go there, and not as a member, but I sponsored 3 members full-time over the past year, where they go every day almost to do their work, because it's critical to the livelihood of who they are. They didn't have a space. I thought it was critical from Dane County to support the space of these individual artists, so that's what we've been doing. Dane County distributes about $300,000 a year to individual artists and arts organizations, but we don't do enough for individual artists. And working with 100 State has enabled me to really grow as an individual, to better understand the minds of the millennials and the work that they do, the non-stop work, to work with a number of folks like Hugh and Brent and Midwest Story Lab and Megan, and the whole realm of folks at 100 State has been really wonderful. It's been very exciting for me as the director of Dane Arts to say, let's take the county to a new level. Let's really be at the forefront of the work that we do around our communities. We initiated a mural program, which we've done 7 murals to date since May, when the Madison Community Foundation gave us $25,000. Social Justice Center mural we did, Boys and Girls Club, Centro de Spano, Sun Prairie, a number of places that we've already created murals. We have a dedication next Wednesday at the Hoyt Building at the MS MSCR building, in which my artist worked with West High School kids in the Alternative SEO program at the MSCR building. The mural went up yesterday. It's a gorgeous mural of the stories that these kids researched and learned from the very people that work in that building. The dedication with Joe Parisi is next Wednesday at 11 a.m. And it is very exciting to know that the work that I'm doing with 100 State has had an enormous return on this investment. Now, I got my MBA from UW in corporate finance. And I can tell you for a fact, unless you're cooking the books, there is nothing creative about corporate finance. CEOs were surveyed around the country. 71% of them said what they look for in employees are two critical things in the work that they do. Can that person be creative, and is that person innovative? And that's what the work is about for us. And with 100 State, we are going to knock it out and continue to grow. We'll do our Dabble event next October, Dabble 2, Night Market 2015, and then we'll take it 6 months later to other parts of the community around Dane County. So not everything is always happening in Madison. But we know we're onto something, and we know that we're working with a lot of great minds, and I'm really excited about the opportunities that we have to continue with. And when you talked about the Breathe for Change and that one thing that we just did on who you're most grateful for, ladies and gentlemen, the person I was most grateful for, Brent Gerlach.